Okay, good morning all of you. So today we are seeing the concept of coupling and cohesion, right? So we are studying software engineering design, right? So we studied about different design concepts, right? So what are the design concepts you have studied? Number one, abstraction, modularity, okay, information hiding, patterns, refactoring. Okay. So along with that, we use one important concept called coupling and cohesion. Because in software, when we design software, we design so many modules. Accounting module, billing module, printing module, and general ledger module. Even if you take Paytm application, you take railway ticket booking also. See, when you reserve railway ticket, when you book the train ticket, what do? You log in. Login is the login module, correct? It will give you OTP. So login module works separately. Once authenticated, it passes on the information that he is the right person. Then it goes to the ticket selection. You go select the train, correct or not? Select the train, and then you select the seat, select the coach, and add your name, etc. Then that is one reservation. Then you do the payment. Finally, you check out and do the payment. So there are three different modules. Okay, so module 1, let's say this is module 1, and module 2, and module 3. So within that module, we want high degree of cohesion, meaning whatever I define in that module, in that component, it has to be very, very clear and strict. I told you, right? So you are the bench A, bench B, bench C. Bench A should be the same category. We don't want to unnecessarily define something else from the other module, right? So when you talk about that, cohesion refers to the degree of becoming mouse is having some problem. So when you talk about cohesion, we talk about within or intra, within the module, within that component, within the class, within that object. We want everything to be tightly defined, right? So we want more cohesion within the module. When it talks about coupling, coupling is across the module, between the objects, between the classes. Okay, let me try this. Hopefully it will work. Finally, thank you for your patience. Okay. Yeah. So you taken the notes right about cohesion. Cohesion refers to the degree of relatedness within the elements of single module. All the variables, all the functions, all the data structures are meant for only for that particular purpose. So the higher the degree of cohesion, more cohesion, it is a better software quality because that purpose is solved. Okay. Every module has to have its own purpose. Make a note of the next point. Coupling. Coupling signifies the degree of interdependence. Interdependence between different modules or components. Interdependence between different modules or components across the modules. The previous one is within. Intra. This is inter. You know about the intranet and internet, right? Intranet is within. Internet is outside. Okay. So coupling signifies the degree of interdependence between different modules or components in a system. So it measures how closely one module is connected or relies on another module. So what is it? Which means we want high cohesion within the module. We want high cohesion across the module. We want what? Loose coupling or low coupling. Low coupling. Slow down. Low coupling or loosely coupling. Low coupling or loosely coupling is desirable because what does that indicate? Because it indicates the dependency is less. Because it indicates the modules are less dependent on each other. Because the modules are less dependent on each other. So we studied about one concept, right? Modularity. We know concept in design concept. So this coupling and cohesion will help you with the modularity. We talked about one software engineering concept, right? You note putting here. So yeah. Low coupling or loosely coupling. In software engineering design, promotes the independence, modularity and flexibility. Because we are defining all the module independent and its own purpose, so it provides modularity, promotes independence, modularity and flexibility of the code. So earlier what we saw, higher cohesion. Now what we should say? Low coupling, lower the degree of coupling, better the quality of software. Example, I'll show you one Java code, one object-oriented code. See this? Cohesion. Okay, so guys, see this is some attribute, some method 1, method 2. Okay, maybe these are all some variables and attributes, right? Some decisions, some conditions, some functions, right? So we are trying to make a strong relationship. Everything is defined for a purpose. ஒரு variable, ஒரு method, ஒரு function, ஒரு definition, எல்லாமே within. Okay, so we just define everything. But it talks about coupling. Given, இது ஒரு separate, இது ஒரு separate. Okay, so probably this, pass on something over here, and this pass on something, right? So this is that, right? So let's see one code. Make a note of this code. நான் முதல்ல code explain பண்ணிடுறேன். Then you understand. நம்ம என்ன சொன்னோம்? on என்ன டிஃபைன் பண்ணாலும் மடிப்பாக்கம் students are all together in மடிப்பாக்கம் bench, மடிப்பாக்கம் module. Sembakam is in separate bench. Maybe a little bit of communication between that Madipakam module and Sembakam module. Right? We don't want to mix Madipakam and Sembakam together to avoid confusion. So the main goal of software engineering design is to increase the modularity, increase the interdependence, increase the flexibility. So that even if I want to maintain, I want to refactor. ஒரு system இருக்கு, railway system இருக்கு, அது ஒரு issue மட்டும் கரெக்ட் பண்ணா அந்த ஒரு மாடியூலை கரெக்ட் பண்ணா போதும். எல்லாமே டுகெதரா இருந்துச்சுன்னா என்ன ஆகும்? It's going to be very difficult. Okay. So for example, if you look at it, I define a class. Okay. Class name என்னப்பா? Student. So now I am creating it's a self instantiation. Self, I am giving the name of the student, I am giving the age of the student. Self and the instance when it just finish it in 2 minutes, right? Self dot name and the object. Because I am defining the class. So when I pass on the name is defined for that object, that instance. Okay. Self dot age is age. What am I define get student information self. So if I pass on one object, then with that object I am defining returning self dot name and age and returning self dot age. Right? Suppose there is a another class. Within this class, if you look at it, I am doing one process, student info, self student, right? So the information of the student is, I just do the student dot get student info. In the method call the student dot object la or method. What is the method name? Get student. So the get student information will get you the name and age. Return process, right? Suppose I am setting this usage student within bracket allies and 20 அப்படினா என்ன ஆகும்னா student கூட வந்துருமா, right? So name is allies, age is 20. I am calling within the class as its own get student. So nothing, student info processor இங்க வருமா, student info processor வந்துச்சுனா all the student get student information which is going here. So everything is highly cohesive relationship is there, because when we define this processor is equal to student info processor, it is calling this class. Okay, we instantiate that and we call the method and we return this. Now the process information will be printed. Return processed info. What is the info? The student name, allies and 20 print out. Correct? This is the cohesion, right? So if I go to this coupling, this is for loosely coupling, not a tight coupling. I am defining two classes. முதல்ல ஒரே ஒரு class தான். You see multiple class, ஒரே class னு பாத்தீங்க. Class student, class greeter ஒன்று இருக்கு. Class user, class greeter. Okay. So என்ன பண்றேன்னா இந்த class does its own work. This class this class does its own work. So now what I am doing, I am initiating and when I am greeting this greeter user, it just goes and greet. It does not have any dependency. It takes only the username from that class, nothing else. In the class la username vandrum, in the class la method vandrum, like greeting, hello அப்படிங்கற message. Okay, so we are not so dependent. So what does that mean? இப்போ இந்த method la irundhu see user of John, greeter of user. See இங்க டிபெண்டன்சி இல்ல. So we get this user, that user is passed over here. அவ்வளவுதான். It is self-contained. This class is self-contained. This class is self-contained. I am not உள்ளுக்குள்ள போய் இந்த class ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ணலாம் பண்ணல. I am not mixing between multiple calls. புரியுதா? This is called coupling, loose coupling. Yeah, you can go for a break.